My new family member, my other brother from another mother. I'm sorry. I'd like to welcome the man of the evening to give a speech or say a couple of words.
Hi, everyone. Wow, we're married. Rhea, this is the moment you've been waiting 4 years for, so enjoy it while it lasts. Many of you have known me over the years. I think it's fair to say that the older I've got, I've tended to become more on the quiet side. I really only speak when I feel like I have something important to say. Obviously, Rhea's caught on to this tendency, so she's always asking me to say more, tell her more, talk more. For instance, every night when I go to bed, I tell her I love her. She always asks me, oh yeah, why do you love me? Or how much do you love me? Hoping that I'll come up with 1,000 different answers this time around. So I thought, why not today, in front of all of you guys, tell her 10 reasons why I love her. And hopefully, if our friend Vishal here is doing a good job, then I can play it on instant replay every night, and I don't ever have to worry for the rest of my life. Sounds like a plan? I apologize if this comes a bit long, but it's going to save me trouble for the rest of my life, so please bear with me. Reason number 1, her genes. Let's face it, guys, I'm not the tallest guy in the world. I'm 5'6", maybe if I'm feeling a bit ambitious, 5'7.5". My wife here, though, has the tree-like genes of Mr. Glenn. In fact, I remember, before I even met Rhea, my buddy who I was living with, Rajiv, Matthias, where are you? I remember telling him, he was bringing her over, and I'm like, just like any other guy would, you know, how is she? Is she cute? And the first thing he said to me is like, yeah, she's cute, but she's too tall for you. So as I was going through my checklist of what I look for in a wife, I was like, bingo. Is there any other way to make sure that my kids make the basketball team, unlike me? Reason number 2, she prays for everyone, like literally everyone. Rhea has like 3 phones. Everyone knows that. She has an iPhone, a BlackBerry, and some dodgy Indian phone, which she uses to call India for free. I have no idea how she does it. What many of you don't know is on her BlackBerry, last I checked, there's a list of 145 people whom she prays for every single day. Now, these are not family or friends who are here. This is the random bus driver who was sneezing one day, some lady in the park who lost her cat, some other girl in the tube who, I don't know, failed an exam. So at least one thing I know is I'm always going to be safe with God. Reason number 3, she's very cheap. Rhea can live in London, the world's most expensive city, on an Ethiopian budget. I have no idea how she does it. And the funniest part is every time she spends money, whether it be her dad's money, her mother's money, or my money, she always says, I feel guilty about it. Can you imagine that, a woman feeling guilty spending money? She's a keeper. Reason number 4, she's quite a jealous cat. Now, many of you know Rhea's very nice and sweet personality, but wait until something is annoying her, and then you see her true colors. This is a story from about a year ago. My buddy who's here from Morocco, Hervin, are you around? A year ago, Hervin was coming to visit London, and he asked me to purchase 2 tickets to go and watch a play. And so since he doesn't live there, I ordered them for him and got them delivered to my house. Now, it just happens to be the case that the night of the play was the same night that Rhea was flying to India and I was staying back in London. So when the envelope got home, needless to say, Rhea was tempted and she opened it. And all kinds of thoughts started running in her mind. What's this guy doing? Champagne tickets, she didn't even see that the champagne was extra. She just saw a picture of a champagne bottle. To go watch a play, all this money, and most importantly, which girl is he taking? Because I'm not going to be here that night. So she resisted for about 20, 30 seconds. And then I started receiving text messages. And I want to quote exactly what she said. You are one sly bugger. You're not as decent as I think. Champagne tickets, $150. Whoa. Reason number 5. She's very kind-hearted. I remember a day when I first met her a few years ago, we were outside the tube station. It was a rainy day, most people going home. Everyone was running to get home. And we came across a man who was standing there. He didn't seem poor, he was well-dressed. Most people were just brushing him aside, nobody really cared. But he was asking for money to eat food. Next thing I know, Rhea grabs him in one arm and me in the other arm and makes us cross 2 streets. I don't know what the heck was going on. We enter a grocery store, she buys food and she gives it to him, and then me and that man stood looking at each other thinking, what the heck just happened? Reason number 6. She's very Indian at heart, or as we like to say, Desi. Rhea is a full-fledged Christian, everyone knows that from our very elaborate ceremony this morning. But I think she's dreamt about having a Punjabi Sindhi wedding her entire life. You just have to see her on the dance floor later on, and you'll know. A few years ago, when I first introduced Rhea to my cousin, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, Chanel Mirani, Chanel told her that it happened to be the Sindhi Karwa Chauth day. This was maybe 2 or 3 months after I'd met Rhea. Needless to say, she fasted the entire day for a non-vegetarian alcoholic like me. Reason number 7. She's a ready-made mother. Rhea is obsessed with babies. I think everyone knows that. Her entire social profile is filled with babies, most of which she's picked up on randomly on Bond Street. I don't even know who they are. What many of you don't know is when Rhea was in college, she came across a toddler when she was in church. And it happened to be the baby of a woman who was very young and could not take care of her. So for the entire year of her senior year in college, where most people were having fun and partying, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, she kept this baby with her, fed her, bathed her, brought her up, and basically mothered her instead of her actual mother. One thing I know for sure, I'm never ever gonna have to read baby books. Where am I now? Reason 8? Reason number 8. She's quite abnormal for a woman. A few years ago, we were at a restaurant and I told Rhea that I was thinking of buying myself an expensive present. I don't usually buy expensive things, but I was in the mood to buy something. I don't remember what it was. At which point Rhea said, no, let me buy it for you. So I said, no, there's no way you're gonna buy it. Firstly, she's a student, and on top it's for me, so she shouldn't be buying it. The entire night, that entire dinner, we started having arguments because she wanted to buy me the gift and I wanted to buy it for myself. It reached a point where in the end she said, if you don't let me buy it, I'm going to break up with you. Can you imagine a woman who's going to leave you because you won't let her spend money on you? Reason number 9. She'd make your parents very happy. Every time my dad or my sister meet Rhea, they have the biggest smile on the face. Bigger than when I was born, I'm pretty sure about that. A few years ago, when I introduced Rhea to my aunt, Auntie Reshma, who unfortunately is not here, I remember her tearing up and telling me that my mother would have been really happy to have Rhea in her life. And finally, reason number 10. Sorry, I lied, there were only 9. Rhea loves musicians, and if it weren't for me upping my game a little bit, she probably would have run away with some charming guitarist. So, like I said, I had to up my game, and I'm gonna try to embarrass myself tonight for her.